Hey everybody, Chris Engelbert with Engelbert Financial Advisors on Friday, October 9th, 2020 with our live Facebook update here. Hey, again, Chris Engelbert with Engelbert Financial Advisors on Friday, October 9th. Hey, we're going to talk about something a little bit different today. We're going to talk about, and as you can see by my whiteboard, IPOs, initial public offerings, secondary offerings, direct listings, and SPACs. Now, why am I talking about this is because there's been some stocks in the news lately. And again, anytime I mention a stock, this is not a recommendation to buy or sell, but we just want to use it as an example. So for example, I usually get a phone call from somebody watching CNBC going, hey, I just saw this company on CNBC and it's an IPO and it just came public today and the stock shot up 38%. How do I buy some of that? You got to remember what an IPO or initial public offering is. You get a lot of first round investors and you get a lot of private equity firms that try to bring a company public. So the latest example happens to be a company called Snow, which was brought public a couple of weeks ago with a lot of fanfare. Warren Buffett was a first rounder in Snow. He put some money up in it. Snow came public, jumped dramatically. Guess what? Warren Buffett cashed out of some of his Snow on the initial public offering. So initial public offering isn't necessarily bad, but you just got to understand the investment bankers are trying to make money for their first rounders, their private equity clients, and for themselves. So they're going to hype the stock, they're going to pop it. But give you a perfect example. Facebook years ago when it first became public, hot stock, everybody was all about Facebook. This is way back before Facebook is popular as it is now. And the stock popped 20 points the first day. A couple of months later, you could have bought all of Facebook you wanted at $28 a share. Now, obviously, it's way over 200. So you got to understand how IPOs work. Now, something else that companies do is what's called a secondary offering, where they will issue more stock. For example, again, this is not a recommendation to buy or sell, but Tesla has done multiple secondary offerings where they've issued more stock, taken the proceeds from that stock, and went out and invested in plant, equipment, and capital. So many companies do secondary public offerings, especially young companies that are growing extremely quick, and they want to take advantage of their accelerated stock price and use that stock price to be able to raise more money to go out and keep their stock price going or keep their business going as well. So the other thing that happened a couple of weeks ago is a company called Palantir. And again, this is not a recommendation to buy or sell. Palantir, symbol PLTR, did what's called a direct listing, where what they did is they went directly to the NASDAQ and said, hey, we want to list our stock here. They didn't use any investment bankers. They did a direct listing. And is that good or bad? We don't know. But from a direct listing standpoint, it does save the company many millions of dollars in, guess what, investment banking fees by doing a direct listing. So a direct listing is an alternative way. We think it's going to become more popular. The other way that's really become popular this year is a SPAC, Special Purpose Acquisition Company. What's a SPAC? A SPAC is basically a blank check company that raises several $100 million, goes out, finds companies that eventually they want to bring public. Now, the most successful one so far this year has been Diamond Eagle Acquisition Corp, DEAC. They morphed into DraftKings, and we all know what's happened to that stock price. Now, not all SPACs do well, not all SPACs do poorly, but you have to understand it's another way for companies to raise money and eventually go public. So those are the ways: IPOs, secondary offerings, direct listings, and SPACs. If you want to find any more information about them, feel free to contact us. We are here in our office. You can download my app. I have a new October slide deck on my app you may want to review. It talks about the presidential election, and it talks about the market outcomes depending upon the presidential election as well. To download my app, text Chris E, CHRISE, to 36260, and you can download my app. A lot of good stuff on that. So that's all we have for Friday, October 9th. Supposed to be a spectacular Saturday. A little rain coming on Sunday. Eagles play Pittsburgh. I got to be careful because I have both Pittsburgh Steeler clients and obviously Eagles fans as well. So hope everybody wins. We hope the Eagles might win a little bit better. So have a great weekend, everybody, and we'll talk to you soon.